All right, guys, that is Toby Mac. I just need you. Today, well, happy Valentine's Day. All right. Today, we're going to be talking about. I feel like I always kind of go morbid when it's supposed to be like some happy, festive holiday. But that's just me, so deal with it. Today, it is Valentine's Day. And what am I going to be talking about? I'm going to be talking about dysfunctional love. Dysfunctional love. Now, on today, there are a lot of people who are really happy, really excited, and having a wonderful day. At the same time, there's a lot of people who are having an absolutely miserable day. They're waiting for tomorrow to come. This is the same with a lot of other holidays, be it Christmas or Thanksgiving. A lot of people are happy and they're celebrating and it's festive. And there also are a lot of people who are absolutely miserable and waiting for the day to be over so they can just move on with life. Why is this? Why is this? If we look at the word dysfunction, right? If we're talking about dysfunctional love, if we look at the word dysfunction, some of the definitions are impaired or abnormal, okay? Impaired or abnormal. Pretty much just kind of broken, not the way it's supposed to be. So, in that, a lot of people are sad on today. Why? Because there is a void that we want filled by man and not God. How many areas in our life can you resonate with that? How many areas in your life can you resonate with that? Like, seriously, we say, God, I want you to fill every void that I have. I want you to make me whole and complete, lacking nothing. Every void that I have, I want it to be filled with you. But in actuality, when maybe a holiday comes around or your birthday comes around or Christmas or Valentine's Day or whatever, Thanksgiving, some of us really want those voids filled by a human being and not really by God. We say, God, I want you to be my husband, but not really. Come on, guys. I'm being transparent. Well, I always am, so. But that's how we feel. Like, we want to really believe, like, okay, God, I want you to fill every void, but half the time that's not true. Half the time we really want certain voids filled by other people. Right? If we have children and they're just totally going nuts, doing their own thing, they've gone haywire. We say, okay, well, God, fill those voids in me because my children have just gone astray. So just fill me with, all of your love and your peace and all that stuff. So I'm better, so I could feel better because my happiness is not dependent upon other people. But in actuality, we really just want our children to make us happy. Make us feel happy, act the way that they're supposed to act so that we could be happy. If we are single, we really want that void to be filled by another human being, not by God. God, I really don't want you to be my husband for the rest of my life. Seriously. No, thank you, right? I want to get married. I want to have kids. I want to, right? This is where we are. I know someone is out there going, Jessica, you are really, really salty, but it's true, okay? Like, a lot of people feel that way. And I like to talk about topics that are just a bit different. Sometimes we just talk about love and joy and peace and all that stuff without getting to the root of why we're doing things improperly or why we feel the way we feel. Why do we act the way we act? Like, let's talk about those things. So, at times in our life, we love others through an impaired view. An impaired view. We love people around us through an impaired view. What am I talking about? Sometimes we expect them to love us as we love them. So when they don't meet our expectation of how we're loving them, I love you, therefore I just give you the moon and stars. I do all this stuff for you. I just, whatever your love language is, right? Words of affirmation, physical touch, acts of service, gifts, quality time. I'm doing all these things for you because I like them. But when you don't do those things back to me, when you don't reciprocate your love the way I want you to, then I feel off. I feel like you don't love me. I just take how you've been acting, which is how you've been showing me love, and I just totally discount it because you aren't doing it the way I want you to. That's an impaired view of love. And then there's another group of people where, man, we hold back our love for fear of getting hurt. I love you, but I don't want to love you too much, because if I invest so much in you, if I give you all of me, if I show you those hidden parts of me, if I'm vulnerable with you and you hurt me, that's going to hurt. So I'm not sure if I want to give you all of that. So I'd rather hold back love so you don't hurt me. I'd rather hurt you first before you hurt me. How many of you guys feel like that? And all of this dysfunctional types of love is due to insecurities that we have within ourselves. Have you ever been in a relationship with someone and their view in general is impaired? You see all of their insecurities and you're just going, okay, well, I don't think that, but they put you in a box because of the stuff that they've been through. Well, I'm insecure because, people have left me, or they've cheated on me, or they've broken up with me when I've done nothing wrong. So the next relationship that we get in, we have our wall up, or we're guarded because we don't want that to happen again. Maybe we overcompensate. Maybe we go above and beyond just to make sure that you don't do what the last person did. Maybe we keep a wall up so that you don't hurt me the way the last person did. Maybe you keep them at a distance, because if you let them into that secret place inside your heart, they'll just trample all over it like the last person did. A failure to fully trust God in all relationships is a problem. We have to fully trust God. Fully trust Him. Not be insecure in Him. If we can get that together. If we could be secure in trusting God and His love and what He has for us and His plan for us, then all the other stuff seems to work itself out over time. What am I talking about? Proverbs 3:5 says this: trust the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. Don't lean on your understanding, because your understanding is skewed. Your understanding is predicated upon past hurts, habits, and hang-ups. Your understanding is shaped by the world. It's not shaped by the Bible. So in all your ways, trust Him. Trust Him. And don't lean on your understanding. Lay down your understanding. That's going to cause you to be vulnerable in and of itself. To lay down your understanding is saying, God, I'm going to allow myself to possibly be hurt. That is just basically just shedding all of, like, every wall, every armor that you have on to protect yourself from getting hurt. It is laying all that down and saying, God, here I am. I'm going to trust you. I'm scared. I am vulnerable. I'm naked before you, but I'm going to trust you. But He can do it. I love it. I love it. Jeremiah 29:11, my favorite verse. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. The plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. If you can lean on God and trust in Him, He knows the plans that He has for you. Plans for your welfare and not for evil. So He wants to give you a hope and a future. If you lean not on your own understanding. 1 John 4:18, there is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. For fear has to do with punishment, and whoever fears has not been perfected in love. God is not out to punish you. He's not out to get you. He's not out to hurt you. The insecurities that we have will cause us to break and damage the relationships around us. That's what'll happen. When we are insecure with our relationship with God, then we will be insecure in relationships around us, because we are putting people on a pedestal where God is supposed to be and say, you make me happy, you make me complete, you make me whole. And they're going to let us down because they are not God. But if we can totally trust in God, we begin to take that impaired view of relationships, that abnormal, that dysfunctional view of love, of relationships. And he can begin to just fix those things and change those things on the inside of us. So if you are having a good Valentine's Day, continue to have a wonderful Valentine's Day. But if you are not feeling like this is the best day ever, and you are broken and you are hurting and you're frustrated and you're mad and you're upset and you're sad, please take this word. We must first fill every void with God before we try to start relationships with other people. Because if we don't fill those voids with God, we will try to fill them with people, and it will end in calamity. All right, guys. LZ7, Home. It's the Geek Boy remix. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. All right, guys. I love you. I'll see you later. Don't forget, please, like my Facebook page, Love at the Cross. Check out my website, loveatthecross.com, and my personal Facebook as well, Jessica Newsome, Newsome. And if you have something that you want to talk about, like a topic that you want me to discuss, please hit me up. Send me a message. I love you guys. I'll see ya.